Of the Derby, but for 5,500 punters, they've already had a win. Tony Jones is live at Flemington. Tony, how's the track held up after that wild weather?
Well, Pete, it's an old foe, isn't it? It's, when it comes to being at the mercy of the weather. And I've got to say the weather gods over the years have thrown absolutely everything at Flemington. But every year, this track comes up an absolute treat. And one man very much responsible for that is the man who grooms it and has been doing that for 32 years, the keeper of the Roses and the keeper of the Cup tonight in Mick Ryan. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks, TJ.
What did you think when you woke up this morning, if in fact you got any sleep at all? Were you worried about your friends here, the Roses?
Yeah, I was up at 2:30 this morning to those howling winds and I was quite upset. But I was a lot happier once I woke up about 6:30 and the sun was up, so it wasn't as bad as I thought.
I mean, to the untrained eye, they look fantastic, but did you lose many?
Yeah, we lost a lot of flowers, a real lot of flowers, but there's a lot of buds on there, so they'll bounce back. They'll be a great Cup day.
And a couple of the big old trees have gone too, have they?
Yeah, very sad, the big trees. A lovely Chinese elm in our parade ring and some big old gum trees up the Members Drive, which is pretty sad, yeah.
Well, as I say, you got the Cup there. You're very much part of the history, having been here for 32 years, and you keep on giving us new stuff here at the Floribunda Rose. You got the coconut ice. That's a newbie.
It is. I like different roses, and it's a ripper, Tony.
All right, terrific stuff. Mick Ryan joining us there, as I said, the man responsible for turning the course into the world-renowned showpiece that it is each and every year. Now, of course, Derby Day tomorrow, Cup Day next Tuesday. Later in sport, we've got some breaking news on one of the real Cup fancies, while Braden Ingram headed down to Warrnambool to assess another.
Tony, local trainer Simon Wild will have his first ever runner in the Cup with Charlie Rose, and while this weather certainly has thrown a bit of a curveball, Wild is bullish. He can pinch our greatest ever race and throw one hell of a party here at the Bull. Our full chat coming up in sport.
And that's when I'll talk to you next, Pete, in sport.
Good work. Looking forward to...
Welcome back to Flemington, where there's no guarantee that Spanish Mission will make the Melbourne Cup field, with the second favourite failing yet another vet test over at Werribee. Now, the international presented with leg swelling yesterday before showing signs of an infection late today. Regardless, Connections remain confident he will be past fit.
I would think there's no doubt at this point in time. He was a sound horse under saddle this morning. He's been sound right through, so this has just come out of left field, which can happen with horses.
A final inspection tomorrow will determine his fate in terms of running in the Melbourne Cup. Meanwhile, Warrnambool trainer Simon Wild has one of Australia's leading hopes for the Cup, gearing up Charlie Rose as his first ever runner in the great race. Braden Ingram spoke with him.
Beauty and the Beast on the Warrnambool foreshore, which this morning held no place for the town's Cup fancy.
It's a bit of an extraordinary weather event, so we won't risk it.
Trainer Simon Wild braved the conditions, but not so his star girl Charlie Rose, who traded a beach swim for the safety of her stable.
Yeah, preparation's gone absolutely according to plan. Her form's gradually got better and better, and she's as good as we can get her, I feel.
Born and bred in the Bull, Wild's operation is a short gallop from the racecourse, where he built his reputation in the famed Grand Annual steeplechase.
But gold medals, 2 Grand Annuals, what a hometown hero!
That was always my dream to win a Grand Annual, and I never really thought about a Melbourne Cup, just purely because it didn't seem realistic.
But Charlie Rose made it reality, and after clinching the Geelong Cup, she'll carry just 51 kilograms, a $15 shot with bookies.
We're not expected to win, but we think our horse is a fluker's hope, so it's a really good fun experience.
At $50,000, the mare is already a bargain buy for Wild, who pulled the right rein by choosing to keep a share of the ownership.
To think we've got one in, and as I said, the horse that we bought ourselves, we've developed ourselves, very, very satisfying.
The allure of winning the Cup as strong as ever.
It does feel like the town's behind us. It'll be like a 2-mile party.